Hi, folks. It's Pastor Pete here. And just have a few thoughts during this time, this season that we're in. And now we've started the season of spring, and yet, here we are where we have this thing upon us, this coronavirus, and we have all these limitations. So now we've got this season of confinement, this season where we have to limit ourselves, the season where we can't do the things that maybe we are used to doing. And I just think about Jesus said, often it's said that it came to pass. And, often in the scriptures we see that where it came to pass. Think about Ecclesiastes, where it says, for everything there is a season, there's a time, there's a season. And what the good thing about seasons is there are some good seasons and there's some difficult seasons. But one thing in the more challenging seasons, every season really has its ups and downs, its pluses and minuses. But one thing that's really good about a season such as we're in now, this season of confinement, is that it doesn't last. That there is a time where it will pass. But here's the big thing. That God puts us through seasons for a reason. You can use that. You can make a bumper sticker out of it. Like, God puts us through a season for a reason. And that the limitations that are put upon us due to the seasons, we may not know. We might not know this side of heaven. But they're for a reason. They're for a purpose. And perhaps it's to cultivate something within us. Perhaps it's to strengthen something that needs strengthening within us. Perhaps, I remember listening to Charles Stanley, and he was talking about things happening and not understanding why it's happening. And he was talking about how he would every time that he would get a cold or get something that would lay him up for several days or a week even, that he would say, oh, I've got so much to do. This is not the time for it. And yet he would use that time. He used that time very strategically to really study God's word and to really get intimate with the Lord and to really hear from the Lord. And he said in those times when he would come back to the pulpit, people would say, wow, you've got to get sick more often because you've gained something from this season of confinement, from this season of trial, from this difficulty. You've made the most of it. So here's the challenge that we give ourselves. Instead of thinking about all of the things that you cannot do during this season, think about what can you do? What can I do? How can I reach out? In other words, what can I do? And what is that thing that I can do maybe that I wasn't focusing on during a different season? Maybe that's something that I neglected even during a season. What kind of, maybe the Lord would lead you to some reading. Maybe, hey, how about pick up the phone and all those people you've been meaning to call? I don't know about you, but I think of people that I've been meaning to call, relatives and family members and friends, the people that I've been wanting to touch base with, but I say, oh boy, I haven't. How about make a list and just start calling people? And how about this? How about maybe thinking about different people you can write a note to, just saying, I'm thinking of you. How about this? How about thinking about people, maybe if you got a couple extra dollars and maybe shoving a check in that one of those thinking of you cards for somebody that you know is going to be directly affected financially because they can't work or something. Different things. What can I do during this season? There's a purpose in the trial. Every test has a testimony at the end, and we're going to come through this, and we're going to get through it, and we're going to come out as gold. And we're going to be tried a little bit in different ways, but we're going to find out that there's something that we've gotten. There's something that we dug for, and we've discovered something within ourselves. We've maybe cultivated relationships, maybe renewed relationships, different things that we've done. Maybe we've discovered something in God's word as a result of this. And so it is a time to do something maybe that you couldn't do before. Look for the opportunity in the difficulty. Look for what God would have you to do through this season and during this time. Don't squander or don't waste your trial. Don't squander the opportunities that you have. So everything is for a purpose. God has a plan and a purpose. Don't let it be wasted. Don't waste this time. Don't waste this trial. God has a purpose and a plan, and do what you can do rather than thinking about all the things you can't do. God bless you during this time. Stay tuned. We'll have more videos just to keep you encouraged and to keep me encouraged and keep us going day by day. God bless you.